Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life Theories. The four elements of the world have come together again. We're back. We are back. We're full and we're ready to talk about our spiritual spring clean today. I'm a bit upbeat, but it's like I've had a few V's or whatever they call. But welcome the crew. We have Diana over in Virginia, USA, Trailblazers of the Universe. We have Small Sarah Big Soul. Yes, I got it right, even at 6:13 a.m. in the morning. Over in Canada, we have Raven, who has lots of special powers. We all know that. We'll talk about that later. And back from Gotham City, he's taken our Joker, taken our Penguin. We have Batman. He's back. Batman's back.
Batman's back.
Fighting crime. And I'm Jay from Journey by White Feather. So, ladies and gents, it's good to have the crew back. The four elements are back. We're going to talk about a spiritual spring clean and going into your new self, because the old self's trying to hang on. And I'll just start off the conversation by saying it's been hard in a way where we're starting to get into our new being in this world that we've been in for, say, for me, 40 odd years, obviously, and doing the same thing every day. But now you've got that change happening. And I'll just say I can't, in no case I can't cope with it, but it's just the case of this is all new for us. And we are, what am I saying?
Transcending?
As I said to you, about finally I'm just writing a piece on I'm writing a piece on it myself. I'm using Diana's idea, the matrix, the new energy, and coping in this world at the moment with what we're going through, 6 retrograde planets and all that. But I think the best thing is we are going up and we're going to be better people. What do you think, guys? And welcome.
Yeah. Just to follow up on that, I've been definitely going through a huge, feels like a rebirth. The last couple of months, I don't know what the heck was wrong with me. Just not feeling very in my element, feeling lost, feeling like something needed to happen, something needed to shift. And I took some very much needed alone time. I did something drastic, and I went and started staying at another person's house, just to have like a change in routine, like a break in what I was doing. And now that that's ended and I'm not staying there anymore and I'm back at the house I actually live in, I've been really called and drawn to clear everything out. And it's really interesting for me to say and even do these things because I've always been known as something of a collector. Some of my friends call me an organized hoarder. I don't like that because it sounds terrible, but they're not wrong. There was a part of me that was a very organized hoarder. I really had a strong attachment to a lot of physical items. And since coming back from that little break that I had, kind of looking around my house and realizing that the energy of these items is no longer serving me. And there's too much stuff with different varying energies in my house that is so out of alignment with the life that I'm trying to move into that now that I'm alone in my house, I'm like, that's it. It's all got to go. So I'm taking everything out. Only a few things are staying just so my display cabinets aren't completely empty. But yeah, everything that basically I feel I don't need in my field anymore is going to get sold in our online shop and like in our new retail shop that we're opening up in the fall. And basically everything else, I'm either giving it away or if it's really, really special, really significant to the version of me that I'm letting go of, I'm wrapping it up really nicely in a pretty little box. And I'm actually going to have a funeral for my old self. And the stuff that's being wrapped up nicely in the pretty little box is my goodbye items. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the box yet. I think it'd be fun to like have a burial for it, but I don't really have a plot of land in which I can do that. So it might just end up staying in a corner of a storage unit or something. But I am going to have a little ceremony, ritual type thing with my best friend, or one of my best friends who was a really big part of that version of me and her life. He's here from out of town, so he's going to help me with that little ceremony and ritual to say goodbye to the persona that I created and have been living in the last like 14 years or since I moved to Vancouver. This version of me, even I created a name for her. She has a different last name. You guys can probably see on my screen. My real last name is Kamer. For the longest time, for the last nearly 15 years, I've been going by Sarah Fahina. It's not my name. That was never my name. I made it up. I didn't want people to know what my last name was. I didn't feel connected to my last name at all. I wanted to be a different person. So I created this whole persona and I lived as that really successfully for the last 15 years. But I'm done with it now. And I want to just be me. I want to live as my most authentic self. I don't want to wear any masks. I don't want to hide anymore. I don't want to hide my gifts. So I'm doing everything that I can right now to shed the old and make room, as much room as possible for the new me to flourish and blossom and have space to bring in the things that she wants and needs in her life. So it's been a really big process. I've cried a lot. I've danced and been really super happy about it. I'm taking really good care of all my stuff and dusting, and it feels like a really big, amazing spiritual and emotional release. And I'm super grateful and like appreciative to myself for giving myself this space. And yeah, I don't even know what made
everyone's going through that at the moment. Everyone's going through this.
You said you're painting your house too, like you're refreshing and doing something too, Cortez.
That was like, I say it was spontaneous, but we've been planning to do it for a while now. But it was just one of those things where you know, it's funny because you could live in a house and nothing can change in that house all year round, right? And it won't bother you. And then you can hit a certain cycle or a certain transition, or something will happen. A metamorphosis within inside of you. Something will happen. And the same house and the same things that haven't moved all year, that haven't bothered you, will then bother you.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I got back to my house and I was like, I hate everything about all of this. It's gotta go.
I find it fascinating how, as humans and as species, we believe that we change, but do you want to know what? There's an underlying energy that starts that change within us. Do you understand? Because all year round, our house or those things didn't bother us until something happens, or until there's new energies that come in, or until, do you understand? There's a until.
Yeah.
And then we decide I can no longer look at this anymore because it's fucking bothering me. Do you understand?
That's what happened to me and all the stuff that I used to love, dude. Like, I love this stuff. I'm obsessed with this stuff. These are like my trinkets, my collectibles, things that mean so much to me. I'm like, I don't want to look at this anymore. Like,
it's fascinating.
It bothers me now.
Like it's the energy we're in, guys. We're going up with the vibration we're going up. Even last night, you know, I love a good celebrity photo. My friend rings me up and goes, "Oh, come to Crown Casino," which is the big joint where they have all the events. And they go, "Come down and get some photos." You know, that's what I used to. I couldn't be bothered. Absolutely couldn't be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching it on video and writing up my piece that I'm going to write up soon. And it's just, I get you. I totally get you.
But the thing is now, it's happening on a collective consciousness level, because it's like there's a division now where if you are not trying your best, or if you are not on the right path or trying to get onto the right path, then you're gonna experience and you're gonna attract so many situations into your life so much faster now, because the times are changing. It's like time speeding up. Are any of you feeling this? But it's like time is speeding up so fast now.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get a grip
I get it.
on reality.
I found a note in my drawer that I wrote on the 1st, and it was like a manifesting letter that I wrote to myself on January 1st, and I tucked it away in my drawer. I found it the other day because I'm supposed to like look at it again on the 1st of next year. I found it in my drawer and I was like, I feel like I just wrote this yesterday.
See?
But it's like October. It's like almost October now. And it's like, how did a year already go by from that point? Honestly. And like thinking back to it, it's like, it feels like it happened in such a flash that it's like, I don't even understand how this year progressed so quickly, because it feels like the 1st was just yesterday and we're already almost at Halloween again. Like what?
Exactly. It's like, it's linear, like time's merging into, I don't know, just one linear line now. And because it doesn't exist anyway, we're experiencing time differently because we're vibrating at a higher frequency. We're all vibrating. And the higher we vibrate, the more out of the matrix and that third dimensional reality where time space exists. So we're experiencing a different reality. Do you know what I mean? And this spring clean that everyone is being called to do, and I don't know if everyone's going through this. I don't know. So many of you that are watching this podcast right now might be feeling called to clean out, I don't know, your closet, clean out your wardrobes, paint, decorate, no matter what it is. I think there's a calling for everyone to sort of cleanse themselves. Like I know for the past 4 weeks, I've been doing a lot with I've been researching a lot about high alkaline foods and ionized foods.
I actually eat alkaline food and drink alkaline water. Yeah.
And I've stopped eating meat completely. I've gone on to a fruit diet. I've even certain things that Sarah prescribed to me a long time ago, like sarsaparilla. What else was it? Sea moss.
I do the Irish sea moss too. Yeah.
Irish sea moss. There's certain things
you feel called to it. It's like
that are happening. That I'm just feeling called and drawn to these things now.
Superfoods too. I'm eating a lot of superfoods. Like I'm drinking these drinks that have like 12 superfoods in them. I feel great and it gives me energy to do what I need to do. And I just feel drawn. Like I'm almost like rejecting certain foods. Like for instance, I used to go to IHOP right for breakfast in the morning. Now I went there. I was like, man, I feel like garbage after eating this. And I was like, it actually isn't that good. And I'm almost getting sick. Like my dad or whatever, I ate Chinese food with him, and I was like, I almost felt sick after. And I'm like, I'm really like rejecting. Like I like more greens, more. And now I'm not vegan yet. 100%. I do have some meat, but I'm feeling less of a craving for meat. I don't really do even dairy anymore. I mean, maybe some cheese on certain things, but like, yeah, it's I just feel like with the higher vibration and frequency, like it doesn't resonate. Like you're gonna feel like shit, and definitely not with like alcohol or anything anymore. You know, for me, like that doesn't even that just lowers my vibration too much. You know?
And the thing is,
there's the vibration. So I was gonna say the vibration's perfect. What you were saying. Because if you go through and write down everything you're doing in your life, whether it be, for me, it's, obviously the work situation's not, I know where the vibration is. And then the other thing is working with people. You sort of, it doesn't matter what it is, we're at this vibration, whether it be food, people words, we're evolving so much now that, and it's not scary, but it's like this roller coaster. You get on this roller coaster and go, oh, geez, it's still going. Yeah, it's going hard. But we're changing. We are changing out in front. And obviously it's not comfortable for us because we haven't felt this before in a way. 100%. But it's comfortable. It's great.
I'll tell you what.
It's a good thing. We're just going to trust. We're going to trust and go on the flow.
Right? This might sound up a little bit, right? But do you know what I do now? Sometimes I will purposely eat something that's bad for me, right? And just
to see how I feel. Yeah.
I do it too. The change of my body
if
and
it's
how
like
it's
pizza or something, it'll be like pizza.
So fucked up, man. And it's like that's how sensitive we're becoming now.
Yeah.
It's like I can't just go and eat what I want like I used to do when I wasn't aware and when I was sleepwalking. Do you understand? Like we are so in tune with our bodies now, and we have that relationship that if we go and eat something that is not resonating with what our diet should be, our body is instantaneously
it
telling
doesn't.
us.
Yeah.
And that to me is just amazing how our bodies just react to everything we put in our mouth. So now I'm so picky with what I choose to eat. It's unbelievable.
Right.
I never realized, and to be a personal trainer, right? Growing up, I thought I knew about nutrition. I've done nutrition. I was personal training for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do you know what I mean? And I've only really just come into certain knowledge about nutrition, right? And all I was learning was just carbohydrates, protein, how to build muscle, and that's one part of nutrition. Do you understand? Nutrition is such a whole wide range of things you can delve into, and a lot of nutrition is hidden for purposes because they don't want us healing ourselves. Do you understand this? It's not beneficial for the people that are selling and pushing out certain medical things. It's just crazy how we're just all coming so sensitive now to just this new earth that's merging into the old earth, and you can see the disconnect. You can see the madness that's happening.
It's a split. It's a clear split. If I go in public, like there's some people I literally just from, you know, I always was an empath, but now it's more clear. Like I don't even want to be around certain people. I want to have conversations with them. Like it just, and it's not even being your ego. It just, I can feel their energy is a lot lower, and I've done so much work to get my energy to where it is, and to have set a lot of internal boundaries because I absorb a lot. So I just remove myself from a lot of situations. I even have friends that, you know, want to do things. It's not even like partying. It's just some of the activities just, they don't resonate with me anymore. And like, I just don't find like joy in them. Like I'd rather be doing other things that soothe like my soul more, that are a little bit high, like vibrational, you know? So like I even say no to certain people, do things, even if something bad, it just, I'm protecting my energy, you know? We absorb.
Do you find it hard? Man. Do you find it hard? Because I know I do. Because I know I'm going. It's called. Big thing for me is flow, and our book. You turn the pages, let the pages flow instead of trying to hold and force it. If it's a bit of a analogy for you.
Well,
but we're still, as you said. Well, I find the same thing. I'm doing different things, but it's weird for me. It's bloody weird, but it still feels. You've just got to go with it.
It feels good for me to say no. Like when I was someone that said yes to everything, and that's how I got into my addiction stuff, right? I went along with everyone else is doing, you know, and obviously I didn't feel too good mentally, so I had a lot of reasons, but I actually it says that Aries, right, their main form of self-care is blocking people. I love going on Facebook. A bunch of people try to blow me up with some crazy shit. I like to just block people. I don't know. I actually get it. I actually am very happy. I literally get like a dopamine hit to my brain. Like,
you block people? That's amazing.
Well, like, you know, so since I'm posting like my YouTube videos on my regular Facebook, right? So I do get a lot more requests. I am trying to grow my channel more from Facebook because I do get a lot from Facebook. So I'll accept a bunch of friend requests, but sometimes they're weird, creepy guys, and they keep messaging me, and they're like having a conversation with themselves, so I'm not responding, and they keep trying to call me on the messenger. Like I'm literally trying to make a video, do something, and they're trying to like call me on messenger. I don't know who this person is, so I'm like block, and it feels good because before maybe I would interact with certain, and there's some people that are like, I mean, if they're like my friends, no, but I'll just maybe ignore the conversation because I don't feel like dealing with that now, or sometimes they're coming at me with a bunch of problems. You know, we're empaths and we like to help people, but if I'm not good mentally, if I need a break, you know, I'm not doing something.
You're going to help yourself.
Yeah, I'm not doing something just to help, even if it's a good friend, unless it's like an emergency or something, but like, and I'm like, I don't need to deal with this now, I can deal with this later, but before, that was so hard for me to do, you know, I wasn't able to do that, man.
I've always struggled.
You want to help people, I'm a nice person, but I'm like, dude, I'm dealing with like trauma myself right now, honestly, and like, I gotta make sure I'm good, man, like, I can't give from an empty cup, man, you know?
You've got to put the energy in the love and the energy that we put into others, that we love doing things for others. We've got to love doing it for us. Yeah. Greg and Michael,
Greg and Michael told me, you're going to love doing it right now.
Get back to ourselves. You know, we're going to love that. We're going to love doing what we do for others, for us. And I write that in my doc. If I got it here, no, I haven't. I write it every day. And I took, you know, when we wrote down today, I am, as Sarah told me to write, I've been writing that for the last friggin' 3 months. Things have changed.
Good.
Things have changed. Huge. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah. I was actually going to make a video. I've been kind of in a weird funk lately. I haven't been making very much videos. I'm getting back at it. But I was going to do one about using the term I am to describe your emotions. Like when you're sad. Oh, I am sad. When you use I am, that's a powerful manifesting tool. So if you put that in front of your emotion, that's actually manifesting more sadness. You're claiming the sadness as a part of you instead of just saying I'm feeling sad or I'm experiencing sadness.
Yeah. I wanted to make a video about this, Sarah.
Not accidentally manifesting shit emotions.
When I first read Dr. Wayne Dyer's Wishes Fulfilled, I don't know if anyone's read that book.
Yeah, I've read that one.
But I've listened to a part of the audio.
Get it on my audio channel.
Yeah.
I listened to a part of the audio.
He talks about the importance of I am, because he talks about how that was the only name God gave in the Bible to Moses to describe who he was. I am that, which means I am everything. I am that. I am that. I am. But anyway, where was I going with this?
Not manifesting, using the word I am.
That's it. Using that term, I am. And when you become aware of how many times people use that term throughout the day unconsciously, I feel sick, or I am this, or and it's not.
I am tired. I'm sick.
Tired, or
I'm lazy. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Yeah. And it's
like,
just
putting all these negative manifestations on themselves.
It becomes annoying, and I realized, like, when I first come into that knowledge, that was when I truly realized how annoying my ex-partner was. And if you're watching this, I'm sorry to say that, right? But I was so aware. I become so aware of how much she moaned and how much she would use I am. Like honestly.
I feel the same way about my roommate. I'm trying to train him out of it.
Bloody whingers and bloody moaners. I'm this, I'm that, I'm feeling crap. I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, victim mode. See ya. Here's a victim for you. See you later. Go. Go down the victim street. Make sure you go through the door, and I won't let it hit you on the back because I'm trying to be nice. Just leave so you can go and deal with your victim shit somewhere else. Off you go. Goodbye.
It's funny because there's times I love him to pieces. He's a great roommate in a lot of ways. But there's times my roommate will come into my bedroom first thing in the morning. I've just opened my eyes or I've just come out of my meditation, and he'll blast into my room to say hi to his cat that sleeps with me now. And he'll blast into my room and just be like, oh man, I'm so tired. I'm so sore. I went to bed so late. I didn't get enough sleep. And 6 negative things will come out of his mouth at me at the moment he walks in my door in the morning. And it's like, dude, can you not come in here with something a little bit more positive to say? You haven't even said good morning. You're just tearing right into all this shit that's that you feel bad about right now. It's I love you to pieces, but drop the negativity, especially if you're going to become blaring into my room with it. I don't want that in here. Get out.
First thing in the morning, I will cuss you out. And then you've just attracted that out of me now. And then I would have to breathe it out and go and meditate after that shit.
I've just come out of meditation and he blows into the room with that.
Oh my God.
Dude, no. You're ruining everything. Get out of here. I love you, but stop.
Just give him, you know what you got to have? You got to have the look. Apparently, as a teacher, I've got the look. I don't have to say a word, but I should use it more. All I do is have to look at people and they go, rightio. I think the look he's got. I reckon Sarah would have a good look.
That's the look I show my kids.
It will cut you. My look is horrible. You don't want to experience it.
Oh, that's all right. Well, Halloween's coming up. It's fine. It's my favourite time of year.
I'll give you the glare.
The glare, the Sarah, the Raven glare.
The pixie glare.
The pixie. Yeah, I know. Don't upset the pixie because she'll turn into a monster.
So,
demon pixie.
How, with everything that's going on around the world, I don't know if
Excuse me.
I don't know if everyone is falling, not falling on. I don't know if everyone's picking up the same energies that we are, but I know for the past few months for me have been really hard, and I'm now starting to come out the other side. I've learned a lot. I've purged a lot. I've had to sit with myself and analyze my life. Do you know what I mean? So, where do you think these energies are going to take us within the next year or so? Because from this year to now, there's been a dramatic change. So it's like there's never just a period of calm to where you can plant your feet in the foundation to get a strong enough momentum to, I don't know, it just feels like everything's just going so fast at the moment, and there's so much to do, so much to think about. The economy's crashing. This is going on. The country's going to go into recession. There's
going to be another thing. I think that they're calling to come up in October / November.
There's food
it's already going.
We're trying to start our business, but then there's so much stuff happening.
Can I add something, Batman? Can I add something while you do that? Think about this one. We're actually coming into our purpose and everything we've ever wanted. Like you have a dream, say you have a dream of, say, all right, guitars and everything, I want to be a rock star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Want to do that for you get something that you've always wanted. What sometimes happens when you actually get to your dream, because people don't know how to deal with it.
Self-sabotage it because sometimes
We're
your nervous
though.
system like isn't used to oh my gosh, I actually got shit. It's like it's not natural for you, so you can self-sabotage. I'm not saying you will, but a lot of people do that. It's like
absolutely.
It's like I say, when people win the lottery or when people actually get like blow up on YouTube or something, they're like, now I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. So I mean, my take on what Cortez said is, I don't know. I feel the same way too, right? Everything was starting to be stable. The thing happened with my mom, right? And then I start to do this, and there's things from the past that keeps like, it's like you don't really feel stable, right? When you get stable, you get rocked like real hard. So it's important to stay grounded. But I think the answer is we can't really predict everything. I mean, it's gonna be. I expect more crazy stuff. I don't know what else crazy is gonna happen with me. I pretty much had pretty crazy situation, but I don't want to say that because it gets worse. But I think as long as we continue to let go of things that don't serve us, because a lot of things that are coming up are still residual things, like triggers, like things that we haven't resolved. They're coming up because in order for us to ascend, raise our frequency, those are the last legs of like the shit that's holding us back. Like for me, okay, my mom passed away. All right, that actually helped me release a lot. I've actually learned a lot, and I looked at my family karma and stuff, ancestral trauma. I was looking at that kind of stuff. And now I'm like, I need to resolve stuff with my dad. So, that's things I need to resolve to move forward, because that's affected other areas of my life for a very long time. I don't want to go, it's too deep to go into, but so I was like, that's it. I have an ex-boyfriend from my past, right? He's tried to reach out recently. It's like, these are the last things that are, it's not even that they trigger me necessarily, but they're like unresolved in my energy field that give me some kind of emotional reaction, some kind of lower vibration feeling. And I'm not saying it's all on them. It's obviously the way they have a part to play, so do I, but it's the way I'm responding or handling situations. And even me, it's also like even like financial stuff for me, right? Every time I start to save money, I'm going to move out. I want to get a house like in West Virginia somewhere, right? Every time I'm about to move, every time I'm about to like, I'm making steps forward, something happens, like what happened with my mom, because I was, or it's like there's another big financial thing I need to spend money on, and it's fine, I understand it, or it's temptation for me to go spend on something because I am a little bit of a spender. So that's another thing I'm working on. It's all these things that have been going on for a while.
Why does that happen?
Yeah,
man?
Right? Yeah.
Why is it when you accumulate a certain amount of money,
I actually do, and then it's the same
will
thing.
Go wrong.
I think it's what I said before. It's like your nervous system like isn't used to it, and I'm not saying it's always your fault, but it's some kind of weird comes up, and like it's not like it's completely ruining me, but it is holding me back. I feel like I could be a lot, and it's like these things keep pulling. I'm like,
I was gonna say, and the thing is, I know me saying that sounds like that's part of my belief. Why is it when I accumulate this, something goes wrong? I get that, like. you can't say that and then not expect it to go wrong for you, because it's like
you're kind of feeling into it and believing.
Subconsciously, we're like, why is it?
But it's hard not to.
But it's hard not to, because it's like, what? You know what I mean? But so that's the work we need to do, is like really try and get down to that why, because we know sometimes it's out of our control.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do believe we attract it.
Yes.
Like Diana says. So I think it's 50-50. But what is sad is, even if, and this is the wonderful thing about the internet, you see, because we are all spiritual teachers in our own divine, perfect, beautiful, imperfect ways, right? And I know this movement that is taking place worldwide, this spiritual awakening, is only gonna enhance and it's only gonna grow, right? And we have positions within what's gonna happen. We hold positions now, and I believe the future is bright for each and every one of us.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you've got a hidden hand that's really trying to make things difficult for us and the world. So it's like, we're going to have to experience a dark phase before we can experience that light. And I think within that dark phase is when we are going to be put in a place where we can shine the most, because there's going to be a lot of confused people, because I know in England alone, guys,
how is it going there?
Businesses are closing down.
Yeah. Oh,
the Queen didn't the Prime Minister of England leave too?
Gas and electric.
Did the Prime Minister go too? That's what Sarah was saying. I think he's gone as well, isn't he? The Prime Minister's gone too, isn't he?
Yeah, boy.
He's resigned and the Queen died. So what's it like over there?
Mate, looks like honestly, the Muppets. Yeah,
look at him. He's a Muppet. The people they get.
He reminds me of like a homeless guy that's just like, oh, I have a job interview, so he found a suit.
Before he goes on
think of the Muppets, mate.
Takes his hair up before he goes on camera, and then he comes and speaks for us, and he's supposed to be our frontman for England. How is any country supposed to take us seriously with Boris?
His suits don't even fit him right.
It's obscene, and where I was trying to go with.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
interrupt. What are you talking about? We just got rid of one ourselves down here. What are you talking about?
The reptilian queen dying?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops, I said that algorithm. Reptilian.
Reptiles are nice things. Yeah. Come on, let's say that.
I have funerals tomorrow, and I'm going to celebrate it. Do you want to know why? Because there's going to be there's going to be a lot more safer people.
Yeah.
Small people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the street, and I say it how it is. There's a lot of people, and do you want to know? It may be a sensitive time for England right back now, because there are a lot of people that
don't think she's a lizard.
Yes,
and that's a big split, man. That's a split on Facebook. All the posts, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like just hitting like, because I want to see all the comments, because the arguments are. I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious. And the memes, all the memes of her as like a reptile. Dude, I was geeking out, man.
Do you want to know what it is?
I want to hear more about Cortez's version, because he's there.
You don't need a meme, because you can tell.
Yeah.
By her facial features and by her teeth and
her
by
eyes
her eyes. There are so many videos. I don't know how this spring clean has gone on to the Queen, but we will get back on track, guys. There are so many videos out there.
It's England's spring cleaning, man. It's cleaning itself
England
out.
Is spring cleaning
Boris,
out the crap.
Got rid of the Queen.
Got rid of the
That's where the retrogrades are coming in, ladies and gentlemen. 6 retrogrades, and then everything is happening to us, to others, as big events.
Yeah,
so
we are.
We have to actually.
I'm cleaning out my house. England's cleaning out its parliament and royal palace. Like, the universe is doing it for it.
We've got to get on our spaceship now. There we go. Talk about Trailblaze. We've got to get on this spaceship. I mean, people don't like it with our energy. It's as simple as that. So it's happening with that. So we've just got to get on our boat, all right, get on our bike and start riding and trust that we're in the right spot. And then talk about the money situation. That will happen too. But you have a look at it. If we're spiritual teachers, right? Say we're spiritual teachers. We've gone through this to teach others to what we're doing is helping others, right? With our experience. Doesn't matter what experience they come. Now we've got to make sure that we do this as an experience so we can teach others. So when we do go and do live events, ladies and gentlemen, Live Theory's coming live to your country very, very soon. You can come and talk to us about our experiences. We've all got different experiences and we've been told to come here. We're going to say, you've gone through that. How did you get through it? And where are you now? And it's all happening. It's all happening for us. So all this spiritual clean out is exactly that. And even if we have those experiences, we put them in the bank and say, right, we're going to, this is going to help us teach the world on how to actually cope because we have gone through the shit. You know, we've gone through it and we've come through it and look at us now. We are ascending beings as leaders of this spiritual world and the real world.
And the more you let go of, like, the more that we spiritually clean and let go of what's not meant for us, the more we can bring in, whether that's abundance, whatever, love, whatever, or just more opportunities, or even just raising our vibration. I mean, just every time I get rid of something, even physically, like when I let go, when I clean out my clothes and my remote clothes that I couldn't hold, like let go of, like something new comes in, like I've got a new job, or like even my mom passed away, and that's a tragic event, but I felt some kind of release because I accepted some of the things that happened and I forgave her and stuff. And I realized that's the next stage of her spirit's evolution, right? And I did that, and then I have all this energy, like I want to create a podcast, like I got all this energy, I kind of transmuted that, even though it's like trauma and stuff. I feel like that was let go, and now I'm ready to bring more in. And I'm not saying that has to happen. That's pretty crazy, but it shows an example. Every time you let something that's not meant for you, you make space for what is, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And when you start telling yourself things over and over again, you start believing yourself.
Yeah.
You start attracting yourself. Like, I've been trying it with money. Like, I've been saying to myself, money is the easiest commodity to come by. It's the easiest thing to get.
Yeah.
And that is no joke. And I know a lot of people might look at me and say, well, that's easy for you to say. But whether that's true or not for you as a person, if you can sort of trick yourself into believing this, and I kid you not, guys, right? This week alone, I found £40, right? And I know it might not be a lot, right? But in the weirdest positions, just like I was doing my washing, £10 just literally just under the washing in my clothes. £3 fell down the side of my car, and I went to get it. I couldn't bloody get it. I had to go all the way under the seat. I was dishing out there, and then I ended up finding £23 under there. It's just like certain things. I would be in a certain place and there'd just be £5 on the floor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's because that's in my vibration now, and I'm truly starting to like really hone in my relationship with money, because it's only energy. So, I mean, everything's energy, guys. So
you can feel abundant now, like if you look at things you have around you, like if you can feel abundant. Sometimes we focus too much on money, but like what other things are available in your life, like abundant? Maybe that could be clothes, it could be friends, family, even you guys. Yeah, it's like you have to tap into the abundance. It just, we're all so focused, and we're programmed to be all about money, chasing paper. All that shit is literally chasing it. It's going away from you. It's not, you're not seeing yourself as abundant, as like a magnet. You're like seeing it as something that's like outside of you. So it's like changing. Like, I'm still working. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I'm starting to kind of shift that a little bit. And it does seem like more opportunities come when I shift that a little bit.
Seeing yourself as abundant too will also help with the food shortages that are going on. If you see yourself in an abundant light and you see your life as an abundant life, food shortages don't exist when you're an abundant person.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like if you keep your abundance thoughts up, you keep it positive, food shortages won't affect me. I'm an abundant person. I will have everything that I need. I always have everything that I need.
I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I'm prepared. And there's no harm in, just don't get me, there's no harm in preparing if you have the means to prepare. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not in a scarcity mindset either. That's just in case, because in England, a year and a half ago, there was no baby formula to be found, right?
Weird.
And this was scary for young parents that just had babies, right? And if it wasn't for this particular woman that I knew from the gym that had connections with my local supermarkets in Morrison's, then when she got the next delivery, she held back a case for us. So we were able to get some, but there were so many people that went without. And that just taught me that the people that didn't go without, was that luck, or was that because they believe that they are abundant and they will always have? Do you understand? So it's like the people that went without, did they attract that? And the people that got the last thing, did they attract that? Do you know what I mean? So what Sarah is saying is absolutely right. But and I'm preparing now. Like, I'm just going out and I'm buying more. I'm just buying bags of sacks of rice, this and that, because it's already been localized on our news in England already. Right? And the thing is, then I started to do a bit of research about it, and what I've uncovered is fucking shocking. So it's like, right, and that was always on the agenda anyway. Do you understand? Because where they want to take this now is full codependency on the state.
They also want to stop with beef and meat production and have everybody eating burgers made out of crickets.
Yeah,
that's like a thing. They're trying to get us to eat bugs now because reptiles eat bugs, and they're trying to be like
crickets.
Yeah, I'm not even joking, you man. Like they're.
I'm not doubting you.
Crickets. That's a pound of beef it may, and this is just an estimate. A pound of beef may cost you $50 in the upcoming.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Me and my roommate were just going over our budget the other day, and our grocery bill has increased by we always buy the same shit every week because our diet's pretty limited. We just keep to the organic fruits and vegetables. He's got so many different sensitivities and allergies with my alkaline and arthritic diet that I use. I just eat really clean. It's not a lot of variety, but it's really clean food. So even just him, we always buy usually the same basket of groceries every week. Couple things differ. Our grocery bill went up by almost $60 a week. And it's how $60 a week, that's $240 a month. Just for two people, it's gone up that much. And it's we're just buying fruits and vegetables and coconut milk. That's all we buy. It's nuts.
Our gas and electric, £600 a month. It's gone up to, and this is not me. This is someone I know that's on a monthly meter. £600 a month has gone up to £1,400 a month.
What the?
It's doubling in January.
Again, so it's going to be
again.
It's going to be $2,800 a month to heat the house. A month
just for gas. That is no joke, guys. Look that up. And for businesses, there's no cap. So businesses are going to be paying that or quadruple that.
How's this one, Cortez? This is interesting. Just quickly, we'll talk about that one. We have to go with the flow for starters. All right? Just go with the flow. And we trust in abundance. We're just going to keep going on our path, right, with this, as we said. How's this one? This will freak you out. 100%. So we had our footy, our playoffs, as you call it over there, or however you want to call it, our footy finals, right? Now, I live in Melbourne, unfortunately. I'll leave it at that. The arsehole of Australia. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, so I live in Melbourne. Then we've got Sydney, which is about, say, 800K away, so you can get a rough idea, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, how's the gore of all the airlines, right? So we had a big footy team here, one of the biggest ones in Melbourne, played the Sydney team now, okay, in a final. Now, how much do you think it cost these poor guys to get from Melbourne to Sydney by plane? Go. Roughly.
In what, Australian dollars?
Say Australian dollars. I'm not sure how it all works. So it's times 3 for you guys, divided by 3 for you guys, and I think Canada and America would probably be basically half.
Okay.
We'll go half.
So
what do you
if
think?
I say like, if I was to say like $5,000, that would be like 2,500.
Jeez, you're not far off. Bloody hell! You're not far off.
Like $4 grand?
He's not far off. Now I'll tell you straight up, it costs roughly normally about Australian dollars $250 say return.
Yeah.
These guys were charging $1,600 return.
Oh my.
Per seat. $1,600 per seat.
This is why we got to bring in that abundance, man. If we have more abundance, it doesn't matter how high these prices are. We can afford it.
$1,600, my friend.
True, Sarah. Honestly, it's like, do you want to know
if you're an abundant person, the prices can still go up, but you will always be able to cover it.
You afford it. That's one thing that I've realized.
Absolutely.
Is like, it's just like the petrol prices went up and everyone was moaning about it. And something was telling me, don't even worry about it. And that poverty mindset
it's supposed to put you in fear.
Have you seen the petrol prices? Have you seen the gas prices? I don't give a fuck. Regardless whether they're going up, I'm still going to buy gas. Do you understand?
That's right.
I'm not going to go without gas. I'm always going to have money to buy gas. I'm always going to have money to buy fuel, no matter what the fuck it costs. Do you understand? So it's like, it's when you worry and you have that fear behind it. Oh, I don't know how am I going to? All right. Yeah,
I got to pay for gas again. Oh, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it might take the piss. No, I do not want to pay for that. No, I don't particularly want to be paying that for that. But I can pay it. I will.
Where's your mindset though, Cortez? Have a look at your mindset. Our mindsets are going, okay, we accept what's going to happen. We don't like it, but we accept it because we accept what we're doing for our lives. And we might have to cut back on a few things. That's fine. Yeah. But we stay on our purpose. Yeah. But as I said, getting back to the air.
I believe that we are divinely guided. I believe if you keep your focus on your purpose and raising your vibration, no matter what's going on out here, that will change. But there are a lot of things that are testing you that are distractions. It's like, and all those things are based on limiting beliefs, because if you really believe you're abundant, you won't care. But it's hard when and not only that, when you go in public, and not just the news. I don't even don't forget about the news, but it's also in public. Yeah. Like I go to my job, or I go place, everyone's like, oh, this is so expensive. Oh, rent's so expensive. Gas. I was like, man, y'all are in a poverty mindset 24/7. I'm not saying that isn't true. It is ridiculous price, but it's like if you keep repeating that, it becomes expensive for you. If you just know where to put your money, like sometimes you might have to cut back on things. Or invest in certain things, invest in yourself more, but when you're going out into the matrix, like I'm going to the job, right? Those people are more like, they're not doing a life purpose, like that's what they're doing, that's fine, I'm not judging, but they have a different mindset.
So anyway, thank you so much for joining us on our episode of Life Theories this week, you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Hit that little bell button as well if you want to be notified for our next Life Theories episode coming your way. Check out Diana at Trailblazers of the Universe across the board. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Cortez is Spiritual Needs TV. Your TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, And Jay, we got Journey of a White Feather. He's on Instagram.
Rockstar over there.
Rockstar. Journey of a White Feather, or WWHealth. Instagram, YouTube. We all got YouTubes as well. And Facebook, and I am Small Sarah Big Soul, and I can be found on TikTok and Instagram, and we all also have YouTube pages, so check us out, and we'll see you guys
next week. You.
We love you so much.
Love you guys.
Guys.